Hello, good morning, lovely. Welcome to Mickey and My Craft. This is Hilda, your host. Yes, you're looking correctly. This is the Beaded and Stamp Cross Stitch events, group and rules for next year. Okay? Everybody has to go back and check your questions answered. Okay? I'm going to show you the items that we're going to use. You don't have to do all of them. You can choose either one, okay? I know I have to stamp cross stitch, as you're going to see, for next year. But from now on, unless you finish your stamp cross stitch, you cannot start the other one, okay? This is to encourage you to have some time management to finish your projects. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, a stamp cross stitch is a regular stamp cross stitch. Okay, I already posted the Google document link. It's on the group, okay, along with these rules. And but I'm going to show you which ones I'm talking about, especially on the beaded cross stitch, okay? You can check as many as you want, as many you think you can do, okay? You don't have to do all of them. There is no requirement to do all of them, but you got to complete one, at least. Let's say you complete the swan by May. If you want to start with the old couple, that's fine. But in order to start the beaded cross stitch, which start in August, you must have finished the old couple. If not, okay, you can start it, but it won't be included in the giveaway, the finish points. Okay, you can start it and you can post it, and you can start on the beaded cross stitch, but the beaded cross stitch has to be completed by December 15th. And I'm putting December 15th for the reason of the holidays, okay? And the beaded cross stitch is the easiest and the fastest one. All you have to do is watch my initial video and the other videos. I'm gonna post the link to the playlist of beaded cross stitch. That's where the videos are. Or maybe I will have a space to post each of the videos, okay? So, the link is on the event rules that I posted on the document on Facebook. Okay. The first rule, a stamp cross stitch cannot be started unless the current stamp cross stitch has finished. I even applying that rule to myself. I'm not going to start this one until I finish the deep autumn. Okay? For those people who are doing the deep autumn, continue doing it whenever you finish and whenever you start. But remember, you have until July 31st. And from here to there, you have a long time to finish the deep autumn and to finish the swan, which is smaller than the deep autumn. The group and event questions rule must have yes on both in order to participate. And I'm posting that rule because something that I see in the big soccer is some people answer they're not going to participate, but they fill out a Google form and they mark the event that they want to participate. No, that doesn't make sense. It's no logic and it doesn't make sense. Okay, you either are going to participate and mark the events, or if you're not going to participate, you still have until December 30. Okay, and that also applies to the beaded group. You have until December 30 to make your mind which event you want to participate. After that date, the group is going to be open the whole year, just in case you change your mind. But I don't need no lurkers in there. I don't care if I stay with 4 or 5 people. Everybody's out, because I want to focus on the people who really are interested in doing this craft. Okay, so okay, your answers must match your intention to choose an event in the Google account. That's why if you answer me you're not going to participate, but fill me out your Google form, you know what I'm going to do to your Google form? I'm going to delete it. Okay, I'm going to delete it. A stamp cross stitch must be finished before you can start the next one, even if the current event has finished and a new one is started. And the stamp cross stitch event runs from January 1st to July 31st. 7 months. Okay, if you don't finish one, well, you have a time problem management, okay? Or you're focusing on something else. No partial finishes will be included for the event giveaway. These include that if you finish the swan, to do the swan, you must have finished the deep autumn if you participated in that event. People who hasn't participated in any event can start with the swan in January. Let me make that clear. People who participate in the deep autumn has to finish the deep autumn in order to start with the swan. People who did not participate in the deep swan or any other, or already finished the other one, you can participate in the swan, okay? You must post your non-started stamp cross stitch in the appropriate guide. Okay, all stamp cross stitch have to be naked. You have not been able to start it. Okay, you don't have to post the size because size doesn't matter over here. You can do a 14 count, you can do an 11 count, you can do a 9. What does matter is everything must be a stamp. Okay, you want to do counter cross stitch, that's in your own time, on your own thing. That's your thing. I'm not gonna mingle with that, but don't post it in the group because it's gonna be eliminated. Okay. A code will be given for the stamp cross stitch, okay, and it's gonna follow the same format of the big sucker. For example, for a stamp cross stitch, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, S1, where S indicate that is the regular stamp cross stitch, and 1 means that is your first stamp cross stitch. When you finish your first stamp cross stitch, the last number must be changed to number 2 when you're gonna start a new one, okay? That's when you're going to start a new one. But you have to have the same code for the initial picture and the finished picture. There will be 5 points assigned to the pick of non-started and 5 points to the finished stamp cross stitch. Commenting on the stitch along videos on YouTube adds additional 3 points. Okay? That's how it's going to be. Where to post? Guide number 1 is going to be for your naked stamp cross stitch picture. Guide number 2 is for your finished stamp cross pictures. And that includes all the stamp cross stitch picture and all the finishes one. Okay? And that's for the stamp. The beaded stamp cross stitch event. It goes again. Before we go to the beaded, let me show you the 2 that you can choose from for next year. Here's this one. That one I want to start first because when I saw this one is I fell in love with it. Okay, this is beautiful. And this one, it should be shorter than the deep autumn. This one I believe has 6 frames, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check for a moment. Although if you watch the unbox video, yeah, it only has 6 frames. This one should be shorter than the stamp cross stitch, than the deep autumn. This is a 47 by 40, and the deep autumn I believe is a it doesn't say over here in the fabric. It doesn't say in the fabric and I cannot find it. But this one is a smaller one because of the number of frames that it has. Only has 6. Okay? But you cannot start this one unless if you participated in the deep autumn. If you participate in the deep autumn, you gotta finish that one first. Okay, this is the swan. The other one that you can choose is the old couple. This one is bigger, but they have it on Amazon in 14 count now. I got this on 11 count, but they didn't have it. This is a 57 by 46. This is a huge one, but you know, it is what it is. So, but they have it in 14 count, and this is cutie one. Okay. So these are the two for the stamp cross stitch, and they are in the Google form. I put the old couple, but that's okay. It's called the old married couple, but that's okay. That's for the stamp cross stitch. So now we're gonna go to the beaded cross stitch. The beaded cross stitch start on August 1st and ends on December 15th. And why so late? Well, beaded cross stitch is way faster than stamp cross stitch. It's practically going from one side to the other one, okay? Again, you have to answer the question rule must have yes on both in order to participate. And your answer must match your intention to choose an event in the Google document. A beaded cross stitch must be finished first before you can start the next one, even if the current event has finished and a new one started. No partial finishes will be included for the event's giveaway. You must post your non-started beaded cross stitch in the appropriate guide. And here how the code is gonna go. You're gonna get the same number. Let's say 123S1, you're gonna get 123B1. B for beaded cross stitch. Well, B stands for the beaded cross stitch, and the one means is your first stitch, your first item that you're gonna do. When you're gonna do, when you finish your first beaded cross stitch, okay, it has to have the same code, okay, because it's your first one. 123B1. When you start the next one, you're gonna change that number to number 2, okay? Also, there will be 5 points assigned for the naked picture and 5 points assigned for the finished one. And commenting on the stitch along YouTube videos, those count 3 additional points. Okay. The guides for the stamp cross stitch is guide 1, where you post your naked or non-started stamp cross stitch, and guide 2 to post your finished stamp cross stitch. For the beaded cross stitch, you post your initial on guide 3, beaded cross stitch picture, and guide 4 you finish beaded picture. The winner selection the winners will be based in the number of points accumulated through the event, not the number of stamp beaded cross stitch finishes. No, this is not a rat race who finished first, even though the cross stitches must be finished, okay? But you get your points, but you cannot start another one unless you finish that one, okay? So let me show you the ones that we're gonna do, the ones that you can choose from. I'm planning to do 2, one for the autumn and one on the flower ones, okay? There is the poppies and cornflower, which I'm inclined to do this one, and then there is the poppies and chamomile. The number of the items are in the Google form, okay? But poppies and cornflower are TN-0621, and I believe that I have that information on the feature tab. You guys gotta start looking at the feature tab that is on top over there. When you look in the phone, when you get into the group, there is a series of menu title. Hit the feature tab, because, and then scroll from right to left, scroll, because that's where you're gonna find all the information. You gotta read the feature tab. You gotta read everything, because I don't like to repeat. I don't like to spoon-feed anybody, because we are adults and we're supposed to know what we're doing and what we want to do, okay? That's why. And poppies and cornflower is T as in Tom, N as in Nancy, 0621, and this is from Beats Creative. If I find the link, okay, because I don't know if they're still there. You might be able to find it on AliExpress. I'll post the links below in the video. This is one, or you can choose poppies and camomiles, okay? This is Tia St. Thomas and Nancy 0624, okay? Those are two small ones, but I suggest that besides watching the basic video, you watch the lighthouse video and the owl video, because there is some tricks in here in these areas that you have to see. Let me show you what I'm talking about in the one that I'm planning to do. Look at how small it is, and this is a partial. You don't do the whole thing, but there's some tricks on how to jump from left to right, or how to do these things that are posted in the between lighthouse and the owl, okay? So you see, this is not that big, and these are 5 by 7 inches or 13 by 18 centimeters, okay? I still have to finish my Chinese rose, which I'm gonna tackle this coming week, okay? So that's one, okay? And then for the fall, these are a little bit bigger, okay? For the fall, you have these two. The Generous Autumn, which is TN's 1066, or the Under the Sails of Dreams, TN 0061. Okay, there is a lady who already got these items. That's why when I get into a group, I start scrolling to see if there is any information pertaining to what I want to do. You got to be in the lookout for that, okay? My best advice at heart, don't get into the group if you're not interested for the heck of being in a group. I don't see use for people like that, because I like to share the craft, and I like to converse or talk about the craft. I don't need one. But this one is one that I already started last year. Okay. Last year, yeah. And I need to, well, I'll be the beginning of this year, and I'm gonna need to finish it. Okay. So these are the ones. If you're interested in doing this one, that's fine, okay? And this is one, and this is another one, and this one is a little bigger. This is 30 by 39 centimeter. This is 22 by 32 centimeter. But this one, I believe, is a partial. Yeah, this one is a partial. I'm gonna post a link to the unboxing to see, well, if I find it, because I don't have too much time. Here you have an area where it's completely left to right, left to right, right to left. Okay, you got to learn that technique. But there is some areas over here that you have to learn the other technique on how to jump around. And this is a partial, not the whole canvas is done. So this one should be easy. This one should be easy too. But, and I suggest, if you are interested in Beaded Cross Stitch and you want to participate, I suggest that from now on, since they're easy to do, you go and get you a basic one of the flowers and stuff like that, and start practicing, okay? But these are events that helps you to focus and finish your project, and don't be all over the place, okay? Starting one project, jump to another one, I don't like that. The only time I do it is in diamond painting, and I'm kind of skeptical lately about that. So that's why I haven't touched the autumn one until I don't finish the Chinese bead rose. But I'm not going to touch it until autumn next year. So all I'm concentrating right now is on deep autumn. But I got to finish my Chinese rose for this year. So this is already in the group. The Google document is a group. I get an email every time that somebody fills it out, and you will get an email, a message that is already being posted, okay, that your response has been recorded. The link is in the form. Open it, print it, do whatever you want, save it to your phone, but please read the rules, okay? And like I said, everybody, including Big Soccer, has until December 30 to decide which events you're gonna do, okay? If you have any question, ask them now, okay, in the group. I changed the setting in the group. Everything for now on has to be pre-approved until next year, when you can post in the guides. But if you have a question about this, please post it. I'm gonna post a thread for this. I probably put this for Friday, since you know, some of you might run out of time. I gotta check the links. Either Friday or Sunday I will post this video, okay? So thank you for watching. Hope to see you over there. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful holiday. Be safe these holidays, okay? Don't get infected. Be healthy. And don't forget to hug and kiss your fur baby from Mickey and I. Until the next time, much love and peace to all of you. Bye.